Hello everybody. Dating and development here. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't know who I am, now you know. Welcome to the channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and welcome to the podcast if you're watching this on any well-known streaming service. Before we get into today's topic, we have a word from our very kind sponsor.
Kyrie's inside me?
Thank you for that. So, today's topic is all about levels of attraction. And it was inspired by Coach Corey Wayne and his book, How to Be a 3% Man. I'm on my 7th read of that book. It's pretty good, it's pretty tasty, would recommend it, definitely buy it. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So the objective of today's topic is to assess common behaviours associated with specific levels of attraction. Christ almighty, feels like I'm back educating people again. In a classroom setting, that is. And we'll examine these levels, so 0 to 4, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, and 8 to 10. And then at the very end we will discuss one major red flag that will tell you to get out of dating someone. You feel? Anyways. But before all that, there's one thing to take away from this discussion. Attraction is not a choice. You can't help who you are attracted to. Mother Nature has that taken care of. You cannot negotiate desire. Think about it. Now, levels 0 to 4. No matter the amount of flirting, banter, and teasing you will do with woman, she will not be attracted to you. As said, attraction is not a choice. She may agree to go out with you if they have really low self-esteem, or to possibly use you for a free meal or drinks. There is this news article that I came across, and it was talking about women going on dates with men as a free meal ticket and drinks. So I think that's kind of wrong. So that's why I'm teaching you these levels, just to be on the safe side. Now, if you get her number and you called her, right? You got her number and you called her. She will not have any notion as to who you are. When you try and arrange a date, she won't give you specific days when she is free. She won't even give you a counter offer. If you get no counter offer, that means her interest in you is low. You may hear reasons like, I need to find myself, I don't want to date anyone right now. You know, those kind of things. We've all heard them before. What she is saying is that, I don't want to date you. Remember, you have to read in between the lines of what she says. And if you do get her on a date, or you are talking to her at a bar or somewhere, and you'll notice that she'll have low signs of interest as well if she does not reciprocate questions and conversations. She has closed body language when she speaks to you and gives one-word answers. Right? When you come across someone like this, your best bet is to cut your losses and move on. Because you don't want to be wasting time on someone who you might be attracted to, but who has no attraction towards you. Now, levels 5 and 6. A woman has to have an interest level of a 5 for you to even have a chance with her. Now, at this level, it would be hard to get her contact information. But you can do it if you play your cards right. And as well, if there's anything else to take away from this, there are plenty of things to take away from this topic being discussed. You can easily talk a woman out of being attracted to you. It can be easily done. She could have a high level of attraction, you make too many mistakes. But if you're a good looking guy, like relatively good looking, you have more leeway. But if you're average enough looking, you can't afford to make too many mistakes. It's just how it is. And also at the levels 5 to 6, you have less wiggle room for mistakes. When she talks to you, or when you talk, she'll make eye contact. When asking her questions, she'll give you longer answers. When you try to arrange a date, she might use the call back and confirm tactic. And what you need to do is use the takeaway. I have a video on this, I'll link it in the cards. She could call you to change the plans of the date. She'll use wishy-washy reasons as to why the plans should change. You're better off calling the date off altogether and use a takeaway. She may stick to the plans you originally had if you stood your ground. And if she does not give you a counter date or counter offer, I'd walk away as well. It's not worth your time. Now, we have levels 6 and 7. Now at 6 and 7, it's a very nice place to be in. It's like being away on holidays. You know, going to Spain or going somewhere that's not too hot and sticky. It's just fine. It's just fine. And the majority of women who will be in the level 6 to 7 have taken a big shine to you, and they will be in this range. And she'll give you her contact information very easily. You might get her number, her Instagram name, Snapchat, OnlyFans account, you know yourself. Anyways, levels 8 to 10. When she progresses from a high 7 into the 8, touching is more likely to happen. Instances of this include her bumping into you while you walk, she touches your arm, you'll get compliments more from her, she'll compliment you more, she may compliment something you wear. She isn't complimenting the clothes you're wearing, she's saying that you look good in those clothes. As mentioned about building anticipation, the more you do right, the more she pursues. She'll be the one calling and messaging you more. You'll hear how she misses you or that she wants to see you again. She will talk to you about her problems, and this happens roughly from levels 8 to 9. And when she talks to you about her problems, she's not looking for advice, she's just looking for an ear. So a good rule of thumb is when she talks to you about her problems, just say to her, do you want me to listen? Or would you like my advice? Make sure you clarify what she's looking for. And when you hear I love you, that means you're hitting a level 9. Love starts at 9, right? Because you are doing everything correct, like building anticipation, being charming and in frame. She'll bring up the talk, or what are we? Are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we exclusive? And between 9 and 10, she'll be all over you like fleas in a dog. Like she can't get enough of you. She always wants to see you. She'll constantly want your attention. She may buy you gifts. It depends on her style of her expressing her love language, so to speak. Her tests are very easy to pass. So, you know, she makes everything relatively easy, which brings me on to my next slide. And to keep in mind, as a woman's level of attraction grows towards you, obviously you might get attached. That's perfectly fine. But you always have to keep yourself grounded. Try not to get lost in the love. I know it's easier said than done, but you need to keep yourself grounded. And you have to remain objective with it as well. It's good to enjoy it, but don't overindulge in it. And something very important to take in mind is the more a woman likes you, the easier she will make things for you. So the more doors she opens, the easier it is to be with her, kind of thing. Now, keep in mind, as I said plenty of times, the words keep in mind, these levels are a rough guideline. Now, it's not the be all and end all. There's obviously other things she might do in between those levels, from a 5 towards a 10, but they're a general guideline. And you will notice she's losing attraction if she stops doing certain actions which are covered in each of the levels discussed. So, say for example, you know, touching high 7 and 8 kind of thing, right? Or an 8 upwards. If you notice that the touching's less and everything else as well, that kind of shows, like, that should tell you where she should be in her terms of attraction towards you. And as her attraction lowers, you'll be tested more. Okay, so she'll test you more and more for you to pass her test, and then her attraction for you will go up. Now, red flag to watch out for. Just be out looking for these bad boys. If you notice that you're being hit with phrases such as I love you, I cannot live without you, you mean everything to me, oh, I've never fallen in love so quick, you know, I've even been there, and it's not a good place to be. And you've been dating for a short time, like 2 to 3 weeks, get out of there, just run. Anything that takes off very quick will fizzle out just as fast. I can preach to the choir about this. I can even write a whole opera about how bad that is, or how true that is, should I say. Also, if the person is love bombing you, like constantly building you up and being so nice to you and everything else and compliments galore, get out of there as well, because it's a potential sign of narcissistic behavior. And also, to raid on your parade, if it's too good to be true, well, it probably is. Anyways, that is all the time we have for today. Those are the levels of attraction explained, and a little red flag for you all as a little bonus content in this fine Sunday. I hope everybody is keeping well, we're staying safe with this bug, and we're all good in the hood. Until next time, folks, take care, God bless, stay safe, and wash your hands. As they say in Ireland, slán.